Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. Long live the king. Bernardo. You come most carefully upon your hour. 'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco. For this relief much thanks. For 'tis bitter cold, and I am sick at heart. Have you had a quiet guard? Not a mouse stirring. Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste. I think I hear them. Stand ho! Who is there? Friends to this ground, and liegemen to the Dane. Give you good night. Oh, farewell, honest soldier. Who hath relieved you? Bernardo hath my place. Good night to you. Hola, Bernardo. Say, what, is Horatio there? A piece of him. Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus. Has this thing appeared again tonight? I have seen nothing. Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, and that if this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it. Hush, tush, 'twill not appear. Let us again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story, what we have seen the last 2 nights. Well, sit we down, and let us hear Bernardo speak of this. Last night of all, when yon's same star westward from the pole had made its course illume that part of the heavens where it now burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating 1. Peace, break thee off. Look where it comes again. In the same figure, like the king that's dead. Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio. Looks he not like the king? Mark it, Horatio. Most like, it harrows me with fear and wonder. It would be spoke to. Speak to it, Horatio. What art thou that upsert this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of buried Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak. It is offended. See, it stalks away. Stay, speak, speak, I charge thee, speak. 'Tis dawn and will not answer. How now, Horatio, you tremble and look pale. Is not this more than fantasy? What think you on it? Before my God, I might not disbelieve, without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes. Is it not like the king? As thou art to thyself, such was the very armor he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when in angry parley he smote the sledded Pollux on the ice. 'Tis strange. Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, with martial stalk hath he passed by our watch. In what particular thought to work I know not, but in the gross and scope of mine opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state. Good now, sit down and tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly tolls the subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart for implements of war, why such impress of shipwrights whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week, what might be towards that this sweaty haste doth make the night joint laborer with the day. Who is it that can inform me? That I can. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway. They are too pricked on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of the world esteemed him, did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he stood seize of to the conqueror, against the which a mighty competent was gagged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Fortinbras. Had he been vanquisher, as by the same comart and carriage of the article designed, his fell to Hamlet. Now, sir, young Fortinbras of unproved metal, hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list of lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that hath a stomach in it, which in no other as it doth well appear unto our state, but to recover of us by strong hand in terms compulsory, whose foresaid land so by his father lost. And this I take it is the main motive of our preparations, the source of our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste and rummaging in the land. I think it be no other, or an it so well may it sort that this pretentious figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king. That was the question of these wars. A mote it is to trouble the mind's eye in the most high and palmy state of Rome, a little ere the mightiest Julius fell. The grave stood tenantless, the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets, as stars and trains of fire and dews of blood, disasters in the sun and the moist star, upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands, was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse. And even the like precursor feared events as harbingers proceeding still, the fates and prologue to the omen coming on, have heaven and earth together demonstrated unto our climatures and countrymen. But soft, behold, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh speak. Or if thou hast uphoarded in thy life extorted treasure in the womb of earth, for which they say you spirits of oft walk in death, speak of it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Speak. Stop it, Marcellus. Shall I strike it with my partisan? Do, if it will not stand. 'Tis here! 'Tis here! 'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical to offer it the show of violence. For it is as the air, invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious It was about to speak when the cock crew, and then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. I have heard the cock, that it is the trumpet to the morn, doth with its lofty and shrill sounding throat awake the god of day, and at his warning, whether in sea of fire, in earth or air, the extravagant erring spirit hies to his confine, and of the truth herein this present object made probation. It faded on the crowing of the cock. Some say that ever 'gainst that season comes wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated, this bird of dawning singeth all night long, and then they say no spirit dare stir abroad. The nights are wholesome, there no planets strike, no fairy tales, nor witch hath power to charm, so hallowed and so gracious is that time. So I have heard and do in part believe it, but look, the morn in russet mantle clad walks o'er the dew of yon high eastward hill, break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet, for upon my life this spirit dumb to us will speak to him. Do consent that we shall acquaint him with it, as needful in our loves, fitting our duty. Let's do it, I pray, and I this morning know where I shall find him most convenient. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you'd like me to do Act 2, please comment down below. Liking, subscribing, they help a lot. I don't know why, they just do. And they're cool numbers, they look cool. But that's all for now. Have an explosive day. Dynamite out.